to a citizen, fool. Citizen to a citizen, fool.
Key to life.
Another one. And now, our feature presentation.
All right, welcome back, citizens. So if you clicked on this thumbnail, you may live in North Carolina or moving to North Carolina, or you may be interested in becoming an instructor in the state of North Carolina, a concealed carry instructor. So for those of you that don't know, in my spare time, I'm a concealed carry instructor, basic pistol instructor, and certified RSO, certified through the NRA for the basic pistol instruction as well as the RSO, and then certified through the North Carolina Department of Justice for the concealed carry certification. So that means I could go ahead and teach and conduct concealed carry classes to eligible participants. So how do you become a concealed carry instructor in North Carolina? Well, there's a few things. There's some prerequisites. So one of the biggest prerequisites is you have to be able to legally own or buy a firearm, right? That's number one. So you have to go ahead and show proof of that as a prerequisite. And also, when you have to already have one of, let me just make sure I get it straight here, hold on. You also have to have specific instructor certification in firearms issued by the commission, or a firearms instructor certification in personal protection, basic pistol, or fire police firearms issued by the NRA, hence the certifications that I have, or a firearms instructor certification in concealed carry and home defense issued by the United States Concealed Carry Association, so UCCSA. I think I said that right, USCCA. Additionally, you would have to get a certificate issued by the North Carolina Justice Academy. That's where you go to actually take the class. The class is a one-day class, and they go through a bunch of stuff in one day. I think the basic pistol instruction class, I think that's a little bit more difficult. I wouldn't say difficult, but basically they go over certain things. It's a 16-hour course to get that certification before you can go to get your certification to become a concealed carry instructor. You're going all over the place. So basically, once you have those certifications and you've taken that class and you got your certificate from both, then you submit an application to the North Carolina Department of Justice. I'll pull that application up there, and you will submit a $50 cashier's check along with it, along with your certification and the application, and you send that up. And I think in a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, you'll either get approved or declined. They do a background check on you for that as well. So when you take the class, you'll get this train the trainer handbook. Let me see if you can see that there. Train the trainer, somewhere on the bottom. Anyway, they go through this book, right? And they also go through what instructors in North Carolina know as the Red Book. So the Red Book is the book that's issued to students, right? Meaning your students. So if you're the instructor, you'll go ahead and give this Red Book to the student. Let me back up for a second. Another thing you have to include with your application when you're applying to be an instructor is an outline of the course. How are you going to conduct the course, right? So this book basically shows you how to go ahead and conduct the course. in accordance with the North Carolina Administrative Code, which is 12 NCAC 09F. And I'll roll that up because you're tested on this. Basically, there's certain topics that you must cover in the class, right? Those topics are legal issues, where we spend a lot of time in. It's about 2 hours. Handgun nomenclature, semi-automatic, revolver, automatic, double action, single action, explaining that, and we have to be able to articulate that as well. Handgun safety, we spend a lot of time on handgun safety, the rules, anything that may slip through the cracks, we talk about it. Handgun fundamentals, marksmanship fundamentals, presentation techniques you have to present in front of the class. Cleaning and maintenance, the 4 components of ammunition, grip, all those. I mean, these are normal things. So they do this high level in one day. I think the majority of your training you get from the basic pistol class at the NRA. Well, I took it with the NRA because they were the closest to me. In that class, you get this fancy book. And it really goes into detail. My daughter, she's been reading this for about a year, and I think she finally finished it. Let's see. You also get the trainer's guide. Basically, if you're gonna be a basic pistol trainer, and you're going to go through the NRA's portal, where you have access for people to schedule classes with you. You have to train it their way. That's specific to NRA. I think USCCA is a little bit different, but you have to deliver the material exactly the way they want you to deliver it. Here's the book for my. I don't know why I'm showing you books. I just got these as props, to be honest with you. That's what it feels like. This is my student guide for the RSO class. I don't know, it's kind of repetitious of the basic pistol class, and then you'll get it a third time in the instructor class. So it's a lot of repetition, a lot of legal documentation that you have to go ahead and cover and make sure your student understands that. They tell you how to conduct the class. They teach you about record retention, how long you have to hold on to records for the classes that you teach. In the basic pistol class, you have to demonstrate marksmanship. So basically, I think it's 5, 10, and 15, or maybe 7, 12, and 25, or something like that, where you have to have 10 shots at that yardage within a 10-inch circle. Let me stop right there. Just because myself or anyone else says they're a range safety officer or a basic pistol instructor or a concealed carry instructor doesn't mean they can shoot. It doesn't mean that I'm an expert at pistol by any means. But I qualified. I did hit my shots without a problem the first time. But I just want to put that out there because I've been to some ranges and I've cringed, and maybe I'm overcritical. Just seeing how some range safety officers, they're just there. Some are there just to get a paycheck, and some are there so that they can make sure everyone there is safe. I'm tripping over my words. Anyway, is it something where you can get rich? By all means, no. I wouldn't recommend doing it unless you have a passion for teaching people, unless you have a passion for firearms and firearm safety, and you really care about people. And then, of course, if you have some great organization skills. If you don't have great organization skills, this thing will swallow you. Alive. My biggest class, which I'll never do again unless I have 2 people with me, was 12 people, and unfortunately I did not have 2 people with me. I have another instructor that I work with. He wasn't available. well, both of them weren't available. So at the time, so I did the class. You know, in my opinion, it was unsafe, right? Because you have 10 people that are wanting to get their concealed carry permit, and those 10 people have to qualify at the end of the class where they're shooting at targets at different yardage. You know, so you have 10 people with guns, 12 people with guns, and some may not have ever fired a gun or fired a gun properly. I mean, actually, I tried my best to kind of section it up. I know how to do it now, if I had to do it again. But would I? No. So typically, I stick to classes of 4, 4, 5, or 6. I do couples classes. I've gotten a lot of good reaction from the couples classes because you can spend a lot of time with the couples and really show them some things that they should know. Because keep in mind, these people are coming in with either no experience or very little experience. So I spend a little bit of extra time with them. Let's see. How long is the course? I think I covered that. How long is the certification? You have to recertify. Well, you don't recertify. You have to renew your certification in every year. I think it's $50 or $55, something like that. Yeah, but it's cool, right? Not only do I do the certification classes, but you know, I teach people how to shoot. You know, to teach them the basics of safety. And you know, when you leave there, they're really happy. They feel safer because they have this additional knowledge that they never had before or never really paid that much attention to. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. If you're an instructor, chime in if I forgot anything. I was just rattling off. It's just something that came to mind that I wanted to share. And if you're thinking about becoming an instructor in North Carolina, by all means, you can go to NCDOJ. Let's see, what's the website? There's a couple of them. My recommendation would be to go to ncdoj.gov. They'll walk you through all the steps. They'll tell you all the cost, and what you need is prerequisites and what to expect. Or you can go ahead and comment down below. I respond to 100% of my comments. But let me know what you think. If you're interested, hey, it might be beneficial to you.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk later.
To a citizen boy. Citizen to a citizen boy.
You're still here. It's over.
Citizen to a citizen.
Another one.
Citizen to a citizen boy.
Key to life.